Action.
So I want to talk about club path and the plane of your golf club and the orientation of your club head. So I'm going to explain it this way. Whenever you take a swing, your path and your club head, it's like your car being on a road. When it's on the road, it's easy to drive through, and then you hit your target, and then you drive through this way. Whenever you get your club off the target, especially underneath it, sometimes above it is a little easier because it drops on the road. As long as it gets back on the road in a smooth manner, then it can continue and it can come through and drive and hit the golf ball and then go through and you hit straight shots. Now if you get off the road, a lot of times we'll do moves to get it back. Like if it's way over here, we'll get back on the road and then it might go under the road and then we try to get it back on the road. Well, if that happens, you do get it back on the road. A lot of times your car is like jackknifing, and that's the club head. It's like jackknifing this way where it's a hook. It's jackknifing that way where it's like a slice. Sometimes we get it just right. But I want to talk about, in order to hit good shots, we need to learn to keep the club head on the road. And you do that sometimes by driving slow. Like if you can't drive your car slow on a road going 5 miles an hour, how do you expect to drive it going 100 and keep it on the road? So we got to, in order to add speed, we got to start by getting the golf club on the road at impact. Now also, when you're off the road, your car can't accelerate because you're in gravel, you're in dirt.
Hill.
So you try to go fast and your car doesn't get any traction and you can't go fast. So you have to be on the road to get speed. And so the easiest way to do that is your club head, as it comes through, if you're flipping it over through impact, that's way off the road. The car is like spinning, basically. It's jackknifing through there. Now, when you come through, people think you have to like turn the club over to square up the face, or even excessively bow the wrist to square the face. That is not true at all. In fact, excessively doing anything gets the car destable. A little bit of bow is good, but what you really want to do when you come through, imagine like a dinner plate on top of your golf club right here, and it's like glued to your club, so it's this way, the circle is facing that way. So as the dinner plate comes down, it comes through, it hits the ball here, the dinner plate is facing this way, and then it stays facing this way. The dinner plate stays facing this way. Most people, when they come down, the dinner plate opens when it goes back, comes down, and then they close it going through. So the dinner plate's just flopping around. What you really want to do is keep this dinner plate or frisbee or disc or whatever, you want to keep it like this, facing this way, facing down towards your plane line. As it comes through, it hits the ball here, and then it comes through, it faces the plane line again. So this club head is very stable all the way through. The best ball strikers had this. Mo Norman, Ben Hogan, Lee Trevino.
Tiger Woods.
They came through like this. Now when you're coming down, when you take it back, it feels like you're hooding it, because if this dinner plate is here, and then you take your dinner plate, keeping it facing that way, see how the club looks hooded?
Mm-hmm.
Now as you come down, the dinner plate's square, that's square to the target. As you come through, it feels like you're opening it, but as it comes through, it's facing that way. See how it feels? It looks like the club head is opening, but all it's doing is staying square through here a long time. You can hit any shot from this. You can draw it, you can fade it just with your alignment. So keep the club on the road, and the road is the plane. Keep it on the road, and then keep the car stable through there. You don't want it jackknifing through here, like you're excessively turning the wheel. The car just glides through here. This takes some practice to get this. Hardly anybody can do this when they come through. Their hand like this. This is what it feels like. The dinner plate's here. You can tape like a pencil to this part of your club where the pencil is facing your target, and then you just try to keep the pencil facing, you don't turn the pencil over, keep it going through. And you can hit little pitch shots. and then you can add a little bit of speed, and you'll be amazed how much power and how high you hit the ball and how solid you hit the ball doing that. You know, back in the 70s, they had like the big reverse C. You know, you come through and you're like this. Some of that was good in the fact that it kept your club head going down the line a long time. Now we do, instead of reverse seeing through the ball, we rotate through the ball, and that can keep the club head going through this way. So this is what we got to feel. Keep the club head on the road, and keep the shaft on the road, and keep the club head from jackknifing through the shot. Thank you.